Right now in Bangkok, drivers are actually hunting through like up to 6 different gas stations just to buy a strictly rationed 500 baht worth of fuel. Welcome to today's deep dive, curated exclusively for you. We are looking at your sources to find out why a conflict thousands of miles away is causing, well, a run on Thai gas pumps.
Yeah, and not just gas pumps. It's forcing home cooks to hoard pork fat and making gold prices snap back and forth 100 times in a single day. The origin point for all this local chaos is really the Middle East.
Right, because of the geopolitical conflict there.
Exactly. Based on the sources, that conflict caused Dubai crude, which, acts as the benchmark for Asian oil pricing, to just absolutely spike. It went up 122%.
Wow, 122%.
Yeah, hitting $158 a barrel. So that completely explains the panic we are seeing at the pumps.
I mean, the street-level reports are wild. Local stations are having their daily quotas slashed from 10,000 liters down to just 4,000. It's basically a run on the banks, but for your car's gas tank.
Right. People fear a shortage, so they hoard fuel. And by hoarding it, they actively create the exact shortage they were afraid of in the first place.
It's such a dangerous psychological loop. But the Thai Prime Minister actually stepped in with an emergency intervention, right? Something about the National Strategic Oil Reserve.
Yeah, so normally you would think the move is to build up a massive reserve for an emergency like this. The original plan was actually to increase the reserve to 3% this spring.
Right, because you want more backup supply just in case.
Exactly. But instead, the government completely pivoted. They froze it at the pre-war level of just 1%. By capping that requirement, they basically unkinked a massive supply hose.
Oh, I see. So the refineries don't have to sit on that extra oil.
Yeah, refineries that are already running at max capacity no longer have to stockpile that 2% difference. So they can take those 82 to 84 million liters of fuel and just inject them straight into the daily market.
Which makes all of those empty pumps vanish.
Okay, so the reserve trick solves the immediate physical shortage. But, it doesn't solve the cost. High crude prices still mean massive transport costs.
And that bleeds directly into inflation.
Right. So looking at these sources, how does transport inflation translate to, like, palm oil suddenly becoming a luxury item overnight? I mean, it's surging past 50 baht per bottle. Well, it's a compounding effect. The baseline cost to move the goods shoots up, obviously. But then that same psychological panic we just saw at the gas pumps, it infects the supermarkets.
So consumers anticipate higher prices and they start panic buying.
Yeah. Supply chain strain, and suddenly your everyday cooking oil is priced like a premium import.
And the way people adapt is just fascinating. The sources highlight locals ditching commercial palm oil entirely. They're actually reviving a traditional Thai kitchen staple.
Pork fat, right.
What?
Or lard.
Exactly, because they can buy it for 40 baht a kilogram, which is way cheaper. But it's just wild that a highly complex modern geopolitical crisis forces you to revert to vintage cooking methods just to fry your dinner.
It really is. And that same panic that's eroding local purchasing power in the grocery aisle is also tearing up the financial markets. Usually, when currency drops from oil shocks, you see a massive flight to reliable assets.
Like gold.
Right. But looking at the data, gold is completely failing at its one job right now. The sources show this staggering volatility.
Yeah, over 100 price fluctuations in a single day. And the selling price dropped heavily to 66,900 baht per standard weight. That is a massive haircut if you're a local investor just fleeing to safety.
The Gold Traders Association explicitly called this behavior abnormal. What we're seeing is that in an algorithmic trading era, even our oldest safe haven asset is susceptible to modern panics.
So it's the algorithms. Short-term investors are getting whipsawed by automated systems.
Exactly. The systems are reacting to minute-by-minute geopolitical updates. The algorithms are essentially panic buying and selling the safe haven.
Which creates the very instability that investors are trying to escape in the first place. That is crazy.
It's just the reality of modern trading. Now, the association does note that long-term trends for gold still look positive, but they are warning anyone in the short-term market to brace for more sudden drops.
Because traditional economic rules are effectively suspended right now. It's just a stunning cascade when you step back and look at it.
Yeah, Middle Eastern crude spikes, which slashes Thai gas quotas.
Which drives up grocery inflation, forcing families to render pork fat.
All while algorithmic panic completely breaks the gold market. Every localized action in these sources is a direct result of a globalized reaction.
It really leaves you wondering, if a distant conflict can instantly change both the fuel in your car and the cooking fat in your frying pan, what other invisible global threads are dictating your daily choices without you even realizing it?